Hello, welcome to class. We'll be considering Module 9 and the topic is record keeping, laws and business management in fish farming. The content we'll be looking at are farm record keeping, that is the feeding, the growth, mortality and expenses record to be kept. Also, local laws and government policies supporting fish farming in Nigeria, and also registration and certification requirement, and lastly, risk management and insurance. Success in fish farming is more than biology, it is a business. So the model covers the essential management pillars for a sustainable enterprise. So it involves systematic record keeping, legal compliance and regulation, risk management and insurance. Mastering all these areas transform a farm from a subsistence activity into a profitable, resilient business. The power of record keeping. Why do we keep records? Records are kept to make informed decisions. Planning, feeding, planning to stock, and harvesting need information. It needs data, some sort of data. So we keep record in order to get all this data. Also, there's financial control. We keep record to have a financial control. These help track profitability of the farm. If you know the income spent and realized and you know the expenses incurred, you'll be able to determine your profitability if you really make profit or loss. Also, we keep records to detect problem. So you identify disease outbreak or poor growth early if you are a record keeper. And also when you keep record, it gives access to support. Support can come in any form. So maybe in form of loans, grants, government programs. So when you keep accurate record, it gives access to all this support for your farming business. What are the essential records to be kept on the farm? We have the feeding records. These include the type of feed you feed your farm, you feed your fish, the quantity, the frequency, and the response of the fish. So you need to monitor it very well. You need to monitor the feed conversion rate and ratio. Then also another record is growth record. The average weight and the length of the fish over time should be well monitored and recorded. Also, you need to record the mortality, that is, number of deaths, what causes the death, and the action taken at the when death happens. So this is critical for health management. Another record is financial record. These are all expenses. It includes expenses on fingerlings, on feed, on labor, and every other form of activity performed. And all income you realize, possibly from the sales. Also, you need to keep record of tools, the tools you are using, from simple record books to digital apps like Excel. Okay, the tools you use for record include digital apps like Excel and Aqua Manager. Key government agency and their roles. We have the Corporate Affairs Commission, CAC. They help to register your business, and this is the first step to legality. The Federal Department of Fishery, FDF, they issue operational license for fish for farm and hatcheries. Also, the NAFTA, National Agency for Food and Drug Administration Control, it certifies processed fish products for safety and sales. And also, we have the Standard Organization of Nigeria. They help set quality standard for product and input. Also, the Nigerian Agricultural Insurance Corporation, they help provide insurance against losses on the farm. What are the paths to legal operation? Step 1 is to register your business with the CAC. Step 2 is to obtain a fish farm operating license from the Federal or State Department of Fishery. The third step is for large-scale farm near natural bodies of water. You have to conduct environmental impact assessment. And the first stage is for selling processed fish. Let's say the smoked or packaged fish. You need to get the NAFDAC products registration. And the step 5 is to join a fish farmer association for support and networking. So understanding risks in fish farming. There are different forms of risk in fish farming. We have the biological risk. This involves diseases, parasites, or poor quality fingerlings. We have the environmental risks. It could be from flooding, drought, water pollution, and oxygen depletion. Also, there is operational risks. Equipment can fail at any point. Then the poor pond design can also lead to issue, and management errors are also forms of operational risk. We also have market and financial risk. These include price crashing, rise in feed cost, debt, and any form of maybe insecurity. So a proactive risk management is essential for stability. Managing risks. What are the steps in managing risks? The 4 key steps process is number 1, you have to identify the risk. That is, you list all potential risks on your farm. Number 2, you have to assess the risk. You determine which are most likely and most damaging. Which one is most likely to occur and which one is most damaging. Also, the third step is to mitigate. You take action to prevent or reduce the impact of the risk. You can install nets, you can train your staff. If the risk is coming from staff, then you can diversify buyers. If the risk is coming from maybe the price. The last stage is to transfer. You insure against unavoidable risks, and this is usually from the insuring with the insurance company. Insurance in aquaculture. Aquaculture insurance protects your investments from major losses, and what you can insure include the fish stock, death from disease, pollution, flooding. You can also include the farm properties such as pond, tanks, equipment that you are using. You can also insure your inputs, that is the theft or spoilage of feed. The key provider of insurance is the Nigerian Agricultural Insurance Corporation. Government support programs. These include Anchor Borrowers Program by the CBN. They provide loans and input support. There's also Agricultural Credit Guarantee Scheme Fund. They encourages bank lending to farmers. There's also National Agricultural Technology and Innovation Policy. They help promote modernization. So staying informed and complaints make you eligible for all this support. In conclusion, record keeping provides the data to run your business smartly. Legal compliance builds credibility and unlocks opportunities. Risk management protects your hard work and investment. Together, all this create a framework for sustainable growth and profitability. So you need to treat your fish farm as a serious enterprise. Document everything, comply with laws, and plan for risk. This disciplined approach is the ultimate key to long-term success, resilience, and contribution to the aquaculture sector in Nigeria. Thank you for listening.